When the Hudson's Bay Company began in 1670, none among this small band of entrepreneurial adventurers could possibly imagine their journey would give birth to a nation. Driven by a spirit of adventure, a commitment to innovation, and the willingness to risk the comforts of the known world to discover something even greater. This great spirit of adventure was embodied by a man who started it all, Prince Rupert of the Rhine, the first governor of the Hudson's Bay Company. Prince Rupert introduced two fur traders to his cousin, King Charles II. Charles agreed to finance the traders' vision to take two ships to an untouched vista of superior fur in the area known as Hudson's Bay. There were two ships, the Nonsuch and the Eaglet, which was forced to turn back. The Nonsuch continued on. These adventurers went on to found the first fort on Hudson's Bay, resulting in the successful trade with one of the most famous furriers in London. With a royal charter from King Charles II, the Governor and Company of Adventurers of England, trading into Hudson's Bay, was incorporated on May 2nd, 1670. Adventurers are the very core of HBC. After boldly relocating Saks uptown to Fifth Avenue, Adam Gimbel, the company's young CEO, hired a stylist by the name of Sophie Rosbach. Sophie reinvented Saks in the newest Art Deco style, making its window displays a window into the future of continental style. American shoppers flocked to the store for a first chance to peer into a brave new world. It was Sophie who made Saks Fifth Avenue the first place where New Yorkers were exposed to the glories of European couture. Sophie went on to create the Salon Moderne within the walls of Saks, making the store an epicenter not only for fashion and style, but for a new kind of thinking about America's place in the world. Connected, outward-looking, adventurous. Progress goes hand in hand with innovation. Few businessmen had to show the kind of perseverance, innovation, and courage that Leonard Tietz and his descendants displayed in building Galeria Kaufhof. From a small family-run textile business into a European retail powerhouse. The obstacles were daunting. War, disruption, dislocation. But the Kaufhof family were adventurers of a different kind. They were one of the first to use modern computing technology. And they were the first to use escalators in Europe. They ended up building an empire. And the upward rise was just getting started. During the Wild West days of the internet, one new brand stood out. They did it by connecting technology with a kind of visionary thinking Prince Rupert himself would have admired. Gilt was established as an overnight success by recognizing data as the key currency in the modern commerce. The e-commerce giant also lifted the public spirit during difficult times. Gilt accomplished the extraordinary. It reminded us of the importance of valuing ourselves, revolutionizing not only purchasing habits, but simultaneously catapulting our collective mood upward and onward. Adventure isn't only about conquering new lands and creating new markets. Dorothy Shaver was the first female CEO of an American retail company, Lord & Taylor. She committed to championing the best of American designers. Leading Lord & Taylor to become the home of American glamour. Her vision was that fashion and art could work together. was an idea as audacious as Prince Rupert's expedition centuries earlier. Hudson's Bay is a link between a 21st century nation and its distant heritage.
What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me,
and it remains a living connection between Canada's rugged past and sophisticated multicultural present. HBC is the proud parent company of 5 distinct brands. But HBC is the owner of something even more important, a heritage of adventure that continues to this day. Men and women who made their own way in the world, who saw possibility where others saw uncertainty, and who inspire us, to this day, to be the world's greatest company of adventurers. The adventure continues.